Hello again. I want to thank the viewers for making these various comments. This is in reference to the video that I posted back on October the 1st, which was yesterday. And the title of that video is, "Has the Internet Transfer Been Completed as Planned?" ? I'm actually surprised it's had so few views, considering how important the Internet is, but hey, I guess people have got other priorities. This one viewer, who comments quite often, took the time to go into detail about ICANN. And he wrote, "What is the IANA? The Internet Assigned Number Authority. It is the department of ICANN, a non-profit private American corporation which oversees global IP address allocations, autonomous systems number allocations, root zone management in the domain name system, DNS, media types, and other Internet protocol related symbols and numbers. As an IT guru, here is what I can tell you about what IANA does. Let's say you need an internet connection for your company. IANA assigns the unique IP address for that link to the internet. Think of it as a street address, so the postman can find you to give you your mail. If you need a web presence, then you will also need a domain name. Let's say you want to start an ISP, Internet Service Provider, in your community. IANA would assign a block of IP addresses that can hand out to your customers. If you are a customer, that number and a connection are all you need to get on the internet. You do not need a domain name. What is ICANN? ICANN is the Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers. It is a non-profit organization headquartered in Southern California that was founded in 1998 to help the U.S. government manage certain functions that maintain the Internet core infrastructure. ICANN maintains the central repository for IP addresses and helps coordinate the supply of IP addresses. It also manages the domain name system and root servers. ICANN currently manages over 180 million domain names and 4 billion network addresses across 240 countries. It is also important to note that which ICANN does not control, such as content on the internet, malware or spam, and internet access. For a business that needs a web presence such as Google, ICANN assigns a domain name to their IP address. This way we can just type in google.com and not have to remember their individual IP address of 2607 F8BO 4002 CO6 64. If the UN decides that they do not like something you say, then they can simply deactivate your domain name and or IP address. You are then cut off from the internet. You no longer exist. If you want to fight it, you have to go to the UN and state your case. Good luck with that. All right, so let me understand this. If the internet has been given to Europe, as was planned on the 1st of this month, how many of those countries, when I say Europe, let me correct that, to the UN, how many of those countries offer their citizens freedom of speech? I bet you that there aren't many. In Germany right now, you will find yourself in an awful lot of hot water if you speak out against Islam. And you have to not concern yourself too much about what would happen to you if you spoke out about Islam in a Muslim country like Saudi Arabia. So why in the world would our internet be given the control of it to the United Nations. When, as the viewer said, if the UN decides they do not like something you say, then they can simply deactivate your domain name and or IP address. You are then cut off from the internet. Another viewer wrote, Gabe, you are entitled to your own opinion, and if you'll just sit steady, the UN sniper team is about to tell you and everyone else who posts on the internet exactly what their opinion should be. I used to scoff at this world government stuff. Not anymore. It's showing up everywhere. A viewer wrote, Gabe, thank you very much for this informative video. The front line of the battle, on the side of righteousness, there are just a few people fighting, you being one of the bravest and last standing. The other side, which is well funded, have decided now to bring out the big guns and take out the last of the remaining true American patriots, including you. I hope you go down fighting until the very end when they pull the plug on your channel. God bless and protect you. You have been a great blessing to so many, and you will be remembered forever in history for who you are and what you did. Another viewer wrote, well, shoot his ass. He is a fraud. You sort of know what I'm going to do with that particular viewer. Goes by the handle of Patsy Huff, H-U-F-F. Gabe was watching Martin Brodell's latest Hillary video, and they took it down while I was watching it, tried to reboot it, and it is nowhere to be found. So, the First Amendment, as I had stated in a couple of my videos, is clearly under attack. Folks, it's going to get awfully rough. I feel very sorry for the young generation. And us old folks, well, my speedometer spun. Thanks for listening. And again, I appreciate the viewers taking the time to comment. The first part of this video should explain what needs to be explained about the internet. Let's keep doing what we can for as long as we can. If you log on and my channel is no longer active, you know why, don't you?